All right, so we did Hurricane Harvey. This is by Trevor, Dominic, Ethan, Jonathan, and Luke. So first we're going to look at the weather patterns that caused the flood. So the flooding caused by Hurricane Harvey was a product of a typically seasonal cycle of Gulf of Mexico hurricanes, which typically occurs every summer. It was fed by the warm Gulf waters, which accelerated the development of the storm. Harvey originated off the western coast of West Africa, crossed the Atlantic, and reached a Category 4 hurricane status within 40 hours of arriving in the western Gulf. By the time it actually made landfall in Texas, the storm had stalled and had the potential to produce extensive rainfall in the same vicinity. The system was being impacted by warm ocean water temperatures, warm air, and low upper-level wind shear, which led to the extreme stalling of the storm. So next we're going to look at the magnitude and frequency. So Hurricane Harvey dumped 20 to 50 inches of rain in 7 days, which caused the drainage systems to fail. The slow pace dropped all the rainfall at once in southeast Texas, particularly Houston. It was the first Category 4 hurricane to impact Texas since 1970, which led to them being pretty unprepared for something like this. And it was the first to make landfall on the U.S. mainland since 2004. As global warming progresses, these types of storms will only increase in intensity and frequency, as the warmer oceans will continue to supply energy and water to produce these storms. Human activities contributed to the flooding. Houston's rapid urbanization as a city in lowlands that have poor draining landscapes left no place for the water to go. So they really had no answer for the amount of rain that they got all at once, causing a lot of flooding to happen in a really short period of time. So next we're going to look at the societal and economic impacts. So 30,000 individuals were forced to evacuate or lost their homes. 200,000 houses and businesses were lost. There were a total of 17,000 rescues and 89 fatalities. It was the highest storm-related death toll since 1919. The overall cost for the city of Houston was $158.8 billion, which is the second most costly hurricane in U.S. history. The flooding led to widespread disruption of daily life, disrupting transport and businesses, and contaminating water sources with chemicals, sewage, and waste. Lastly, we're going to look at the mitigation and the adaptation. So Texas has embarked on efforts to prepare for future flooding. Over 181 flood control projects were initiated in Harris County alone. Completion of the Brays Bayou watershed, which will divert and capture stormwater so that they will have backup reserves for water in case something like this were to happen again. There were new building codes requiring homes in the 500-year flood plan to be built 2 feet taller to hopefully prevent as many people from losing their houses if another hurricane like this happens again. And then federal and state funding for efforts to foster long-term resilience and minimize future storm loss will continue. And then these were our sources.